Hey, what's up, guys? It's xJawz, and playing a Search and Destroy here on Quarry. I really, not been dreading, but I really haven't been wanting to upload this game. It's a decent score, yeah, but I've been afraid that you guys wouldn't like the fact that I'm using an M16. And the reason being is this isn't a widespread belief, but a lot of people believe that using three-burst guns, such as the FAMAS and the M16, is more or less a newbie way of playing the game, a novice way of playing the game, and I agree to a degree. I know it sounds kind of funny, but I do agree to a certain extent, but I'm not sure. So anyway, I want you guys to see there that when I turned the corner originally to look into their spawn right at the beginning, there wasn't anybody there. So I decided to stick around, see if anybody would poke their head out, and sure enough, I got a hit marker or two. But ultimately, I left it alone. Didn't stay there for too long because staying there for too long, it's only going to be bad for the most part. It'll probably end up bad. You'll probably get sniped. I decided to go to A, and this is usually the route that I like to take if I'm pushing forward, because if you just think about it, there are so many different ways to get to B. There's a lot more confusion going on. There's just so much more stuff happening if you go to B. If you go to A, there's two clear main routes to go to A. The one that I took, and then the route that I'm on right now, this little pathway. So I like to keep it simple. I like to go these routes specifically when I'm using an assault rifle, because as you can see, it's like a long corridor right here, this little corridor that I'm shooting down right here, and that's great for an assault rifle. So just keep that in mind when you're playing Quarry. Something else I want to point out is that when I turn this corner right here, I see one guy. So I decide to get into a gunfight with him. I try and take him down. There's two reasons I do that. One is because I have the altitude advantage. He has to look over a little, just a small area, and I have his whole body to shoot at. So that's one reason why I decided to shoot him. And two is because, like I said, there's only one guy there. If I saw if I saw three guys, for sure, maybe two guys, I would just not shoot at all, and I would run away immediately, because I have two guys to shoot at, and if they're both scoping in on me, and they're both aiming on me, I might be able to take off one of them, but I'm going to get the death in the end. I mean, it's not going to be a winning fight. So that's just something to keep in mind. And also, you did see that this round, I took it a little bit slower and decided to go towards B because I wanted to switch it up. I already went one round towards A, so I decided to switch it up, but I went much more cautiously. I was expecting somebody to be in this building, so like you just saw, I threw a stun. And I'm also refraining from calling in my air support just yet, because I don't know how long the game's going to last. I don't know how many rounds we're going to have to go into, and I don't want to call it in prematurely. So now it's just this little probing series right here. You see, I moved into A, held my position, moved into this warehouse, held my position, and now once again, I'm moving, and I'm going to maybe hold this position down here. Just hoping for someone to move, somebody to make a mistake before I do, because if they're going to make the mistake if I just hold still, and that's going to be the way I'm going to get a kill, maybe win the round. So that's pretty much the name of the game. Just wait for somebody else to pop their head out, because that's their mistake. And the round ends. Somebody is completely across the map in the wrong position. That's just never a good spot to be in, especially on defense.
Search and destroy.
So third round starts, and I move towards the little area. I saw some guys. I didn't see more than one, and nobody stayed there for long. So I just started shooting around, hoping to get a hit marker or two. And sure enough, one guy peeks his head out, and I'm able to pick him off because it was only one guy, and easy enough. So I decide after all that commotion's over, I can call in my airstrike. And if you saw where I called it in, I called it in away from me. And although you can call, sometimes you guys might realize that you call your Harriers away from you, but it's all about the angle that they come in on. It doesn't really matter so much where you call it in on the map, because if it comes in at the wrong angle, it's going to hit you, and that's just something you can't control with the Harrier. It's more or less luck. So right here, my Harrier just starts going crazy. It's shooting right around A. So I really, really think there's a guy around there. And you're going to see here, I keep looking over there, expecting there to be a guy. Like you saw, I threw a stun, and it was really bugging me because I didn't want to rush forward with an M16, and I don't regret my decision here. I finally decided to move forward, but I didn't quite want to make that turn into A because, I knew my limits. I was using M16. I wanted to play the role of an assault classman. I don't know exactly what to call it, but I did not want to rush in there, which was definitely the right idea, whether or not there was a guy in there. So now it's all about trying to spot this last guy, maybe pick up another kill. Just waiting around, waiting around, waiting around. And there we go. He pops his little grenade off at my teammate, kills my teammate, and I'm able to turn around and win the round. Last minute there, last minute.
I did not think I was going to get into that. That was very nasty.
Alright, so heading into the third round, I want you guys to note that I know my limits. I know that I'm not going to win a gunfight shooting up the hill. So you'll notice I immediately go for the altitude advantage. I run up, up, up. I run to this area, and you want to get away from the red barrels as soon as possible, so you move all the way up to the concrete, because if you stay near the red barrels, you guys know, they'll throw a stun grenade, and as soon as the stun grenade hits those red barrels, boom, blows up. And I was able to get both those guys around the corner. I waited for them, and when they turned the corner, they weren't set up like I was. So that's definitely the reason why I was able to win those fights, because I rushed straight there, didn't pussyfoot around the map. And right here, pretty disappointing, guys. Not gonna lie, I'm gonna die right here. I'm gonna fast forward it right after I die, but I get into this little gunfight, which just kills me because I did get a hit marker on the guy with an M16. So there's one hit marker, and I ended up actually getting that guy, but there's these two guys. All right, so hit marker right there, another hit marker. So I've hit them both now. And then I stunned him, and I didn't want to turn this corner because I didn't know exactly where he was. But it's not going to end well. I'm actually going to die right here. Alright, guys, so I hope you enjoyed the game. I'm actually going to fast forward to the end of the game because that was the last round. 15-1, search and destroy. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you'll learn from the tips I told you. Don't want to rush forward with an assault class. And know your limits. See you later. Bye.